Here is the long-awaited updated car setup tour. Now, if you don't know, my Ford Edge was totaled in April of 2021, and so in July we ordered this Kia, and it came in about 6 months later. So this is the 2022 Kia Telluride. It is the SX body style. We ordered it from Kia, and like I said, it took about 6 months for it to arrive. I absolutely love this vehicle. 10 out of 10 recommend, but I know that's not what you guys are here for. So let's get right into the setup and the gear and so on. So with the new crates here, I wanted to get some, or make some new mats for inside of them. Now, I made a video previously on making some using some anti-fatigue mat from Lowe's or Home Depot, one of them. And so I'm doing roughly the same thing. These are from Home Depot. I got 2 of them. And they are anti-fatigue mats, 20 inches by 32, so we do have to cut the sides off, but the lengthwise is fine because the crates are 33 long on the floor, so by 17 and a half. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark down the sides so that we can cut the edges off. Similar to the other ones that I made, I just took a silver Sharpie and marked what needs to be cut off on the edges, and the sticker ripped a little bit of the bottom off, but I'm not too worried about that. I believe these were like $22 or so at Home Depot. It's about 40 something bucks for the 2 of them. Not too bad. They are not obviously as sturdy as some of the other ones you can buy, but I like saving the money. So this mat is a lot thicker than the ones that I made previously, so I'm sure you could probably cut them with like a box blade or something like that, but I just had my husband cut them down with a saw, and this is what they look like. They're just a thick foam, but now they are the right size and ready to go in the crates. And of course I grabbed some new ratchet straps. These are the exact same ones I used before, except for instead of orange I got black, just so that they blend in a little bit better with the crates and with the interior of my car. I also grabbed the coupler kit that Ruff Land makes because I have the 2 larges and I want to connect them to each other just to make them a little bit sturdier. Now, if you watched my comparison of the new to the old kennels, I mentioned that because of the indent at the top of the crates, it's kind of a good view. It'll focus. Okay, so because of the indent in the top of the new ones, these sit a little funky. So my husband cut out the back side. So this is what they normally look like. And he just cut out the back side so that this portion right here, oh come on, okay. This portion right here will sit up flush with the kennel instead of having a gap, because I was going to have to connect to this back one in order to get it to fit in that little indent, and it left like a 1.5 inch gap, which I didn't really like. So now I can use this front hole, and this edge will sit up flat against the front of the kennels. But these are really cool. They have the cutout. They say Ruff Land Kennels. And you get 2, one for the front, one for the back. And then these are for the bottoms, front and back. I'm not going to do this on the back one, just this on the front and this on the front and back. It'll also be ratchet strapped down, so it will be secure. Here are some of my crate accessories, so to speak. So I've got my emergency tubes, and then I've got my 2 kennel tags. So I just recently got these in from Pinsch Me Designs. They're absolutely gorgeous. You get to pick your colors, your font, your vinyl color, everything. And they are just absolutely gorgeous. They came so fast, and I'm really excited to have each one of them on the crates. They're really thick and just super well made. I'm going to be attaching them with this plastic Velcro adhesive. So these adhesive onto the crate and onto the tags, but then they Velcro, so you can pop them on and off. Like if I don't want to have the names on the crates for whatever reason, I can just take them off. And then I have my Ryobi fan holders. These are from Spotted Nose Designs. And I've got obviously orange and blue for Juno. You can see a theme going on here But these are great. They probably won't be on the kennels all the time, but in the summer when I need to have the Ryobi Fans on the crates, these two will be on the crates as well. So I'll probably just keep them in the car, that way I always have them with me just in case. For the ratchet tie-down strap attachments, I chose not to buy the Ruff Land ones. I think they were like 25 bucks, then plus shipping and so on, and I just didn't really want to pay that when I only needed 2. So I bought a pack of 4 of these from Amazon for a little over 10 bucks, like $10.50. And then I brought the washers and bolts with me from the coupler kit, so I knew I would be getting the right size, to the hardware store and just bought a bunch of extras. The total was, I think, 15 bucks for everything. So definitely cheaper than the kit you buy from Ruff Land, but just as good quality, just as strong. These bolts were a little bit longer than the holes in the Ruff Land. That's why I just got some extra washers, added one on the top and bottom, and I had no issues with getting it down nice and tight. So I will definitely have these linked down below as well. I know a big concern for a lot of people is their visibility out the back. And I'd say I'm pretty used to the amount of visibility. Let's see if I can get this thing to focus here. Oh, come on. It really doesn't want to focus. There we go. So that's basically the visibility. You have some over the top of the crates, a little bit through the center of them, but not a whole lot. It doesn't really bother me very much. I'm pretty used to it. I've had a crate in my cargo area for like 3 years now. So I'm pretty used to using my side mirrors and things like that. But it's not too bad. Like I said, you can see a little bit over the top, and this car is basically a spaceship, so it has cameras everywhere. I keep our e-collar car charger in the center console. This thing is great in case you're out and about and you're like, oh no, it's dead. I have a car charger, so that's super, super beneficial. I also have WeatherTech floor liners throughout the whole car. As you can see, this is why. So we opted for second row captain's chairs, and then this vehicle does also have a third row. The third row is currently down, and the crates are obviously on top of the third row and in the cargo area. So that is one huge benefit of the Telluride, is that you can have a third row if you need it, like we can take the crates out, but we still get to have a back seat and have 2 larges in the cargo area. Since we opted for captain's chairs, it means that I have a space here in the middle between them. And here I keep my kind of car tool box, so to speak. So in here I have jumper cables, tools, flashlight, tire pressure gauge, ice scraper, things like that. And also a way to, oh, not that one. Oh, come on. There we go. A way to remove the coupler set from the crates. So the crates are coupled together using the Ruff Land coupler set, and if for some reason I need to take the crates out, or there's an emergency or something or so on, I wanted the ability to be able to undo them. So that is like my little car toolbox. I keep that pressed back here in between the 2 captain's chairs. One of my favorite things about the Telluride, and probably most third row SUVs, is that there are lights and air vents at the back. So I can make sure that the dogs are getting airflow into their crates. So here is the cargo area. I'm going to do a bit of a overview, since I kind of went into detail about lots of the individual pieces of it in the house. But the crates sit on top of a WeatherTech floor liner with the detachable bumper guard. This thing is fantastic. I highly recommend it for anyone who has dogs, because when they jump in and out, they're not scraping up your bumper. These are 2 large version 2 Ruff Land Kennels, the ones they just released in January of 2022. They are coupled together using the Ruff Land coupler set. So these are the tie downs. They go back to the car seat hooks on the back of the second row, and I've got one on either side. Each crate has their name tags. They are Velcroed on so that they are removable. Each crate has an emergency tube zip tied to the front. I made a video on how to make these if you guys are interested. And then I've got their first aid kit and our dog bag, so to speak. So I know a lot of people have been asking me to do an updated one now that we have 2 dogs, and I actually downsized. So I will definitely be making a video of what we keep in there, but it just tucks nicely on the side here. And then right now I'm just keeping Maddie's leash over here on the side as well because there's a little bit of room here. But yeah, I'm super happy with how this looks. I love the color of the crates. I love the setup. And I love how secure the crates are. So having them coupled together as well as strapped down, they are not going anywhere. They don't even budge at all. And if anything, they just strengthen the cargo area of your vehicle. They just add more, you know, structure and strength to it. The bumper guard just rolls up super nice. It velcros to itself, stays in place, and is out of the way. My car's pretty dirty right now, but I figured I would show you guys my decals as well. This one is from Canine Sport Boss. It's in like a medium gray color. And then I've got this lab one, which is from a shop on Etsy as well. I will have it linked below, but it's also in that medium gray color. So the only few other things we really want to do is I want to get darker tint. So I'll probably be doing that in the next few months before summer rolls around, just so you can't see as much in the crates when the light comes in. You can just see a lot inside the car. So I would definitely like to get some more tint, and then probably a roof rack and maybe even a tow hitch situation just for more space to store things when we're traveling. I did mention my Ryobi fan holders in the earlier portion of the video when I was kind of going through all the stuff for the car, and they are fantastic. I do very much so recommend them. Very high quality. They hold the weight of the fan. They're just not going to work for me when I'm driving my vehicle and the hatch is closed. So even if I didn't have the emergency tubes on the crates, the hatch still is not going to close with the fans hanging on the crates. So what I'll be doing instead is I will just take the bumper guard. It just snaps right off. I'll slide it in between the 2 crates, and then I will have the Ryobi fans just sitting in front of the crates. And even with the battery packs, the hatch is going to close just fine, and it will actually hold the fan in up against the crate. It won't like slide around because it's going to be a tight fit. So I can do that, or I can do this if I'm at like an event where the hatch is open and we're just kind of like chilling. I can have the fans hanging on the crates like this, and these will work just fine. So I am still going to keep these in the car. I'm just not going to be able to hang my fans like while the hatch is closed and I'm driving, for example. Last part of the car setup is my temperature monitor. So this is from Govee. I have a video about these as well. Absolutely love them. I'm just going to be putting one in Juno's crate because Maverick is in a stage where he will chew anything that he can, and I don't want him eating this. But she's trustworthy, so I have used the same style attachment, this 3M adhesive plastic Velcro-y stuff that I used to attach these on the crates. And then it's dark in here because I'm in the garage, but I attached the other piece right up there in the top corner, so it's going to be right here but on the inside. And let's see if I can attach this nicely. There we go. Perfect. So that is in there. I debated on putting it like under this or on the sides, but I really wanted it inside the crate because I feel like that's the best way to get a good reading of what the temperature is inside the crates, because I feel like because they're enclosed they can be hotter than maybe like on the side. So we've got one in the good girl crate and she won't eat it. So that is our new car setup, our new car. And thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, leave them below in the comments section. I will do my best to answer them. I will have everything linked in the description that I can, so it'll be a pretty packed description. Definitely check that out for anything that you saw that you're interested in getting for yourself and your dogs as well. And we'll see you guys in the next one.